Hello, welcome once again to the Joycelyn Talk Show, this and every Friday. Definitely, I know you know the handles by now. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and on WhatsApp. The handle, the Joycelyn Talk Show, TheJoycelyn. So for some time now, we've been having interviews, we've been talking to our guests on the show, but popular requests, my audience or my viewers said I should do a solo project today. So, ta-da! It's me and you today on the show. So today what are we going to talk about? We are going to talk about how to handle sensitive issues in a relationship. How to handle sensitive issues in a relationship. Every relationship, whether we like it or not, has its own challenges. I might give you an advice on an aspect of a relationship, but that may not be your problem in a relationship. Everyone in every way has problems, but learning how to solve these problems, learning how to tackle these problems, help us to be able to have successful relationships. And that is one step to becoming a successful couple. And don't forget, the show is before you say I do. So when I talk about sensitive issues in a relationship, what could those things be? Sensitive issues could be infidelity. Infidelity is when your partner is cheating on you, or you have caught your partner red-handed, or you feel your partner has caught you red-handed and you want to bring up the discussion. How are you going to start that kind of discussion? Are you just going to say that, yeah, sweetheart, yes, I cheated on you yesterday? It's not possible. So that's why we call it sensitive issues. Another example of sensitive issues is loss of intimacy. It happens. Sometimes you just lose the feeling you have for your partner. Not because you're necessarily cheating on them or seeing somebody new, but you just don't feel the attraction anymore. How do you communicate such things to your partner? Another aspect also is violation of space. Someone feels like you are invading too much of my privacy, and I need to communicate that to you. How do I go about communicating it to you? So all these things can be seen as sensitive discussions that you have in a relationship, which is a little bit different from the normal petty quarrels that we have, because those ones come up once a while. So the first step for me to handle such problems or such issues is 1. Prepare ahead of time. When I say prepare ahead of time, what do I mean? Prepare ahead of time simply means inform your partner that, okay, sweetheart, there's something I want to discuss with you, and when do you think would be appropriate for me to have this discussion with you? If the person says, okay, tomorrow, the next day after, then the person gives you their time. One thing about having such a discussion is that you have to make sure that the person is in the right mood, the right frame of mind before you start any conversation about an issue that is bothering you. Because if the person comes back from work very tired, very stressed out, and then you want to bring up issues like that, trust me, it will be difficult for them to understand what you are trying to say. So as you tell your partner and he or she gives you their time, then you have to do a little work out on your own self. You have to try a little to rehearse what you want to say. What do you actually want to achieve in the discussion you want to bring up on board? All these things help you to know how to start your conversation. So if your partner is in a good mood, you are ready to start. So when you start the conversation, which is point 2, be open-minded. Please be open-minded. Do not start a conversation and start with a preconceived mind. Once you start with a preconceived mind, it means that there is nothing your partner will say that you will understand. It means that you already know what you want to drive at, and then you just want to go straight to it. Nothing else matters. But once you have that kind of mentality, once you have already told yourself what you want to convey by all means, whether your partner likes it or not, then you have failed. Then there's even no reason to start the conversation in the first place. Another way also of helping solve some of this problem is that don't be judgmental. Please, don't be judgmental. Don't play the blame game all the time. No, 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 no. If you want to have a discussion with me, yes, maybe you caught me cheating, and then you start a discussion by you are a cheat. Trust me, I don't know how I'm going to sit down and listen to the conversation, because it's going to be like, okay, this is not going to end well, so it's better I chicken out of it. Don't start using words like but and you. Like, don't start with being judgmental. You want the person to understand how you feel about the things that have gone on. You want the person to understand the angle you are coming from. So as much as possible, don't start by blaming the person. That won't help in any way. Imagine if I tell you that, okay, see that I'm no longer having feelings for you because you are not doing anything well. You are a stingy man. I wonder how that conversation is going to drive itself for us to even have a conclusion. The third point also is, or the fourth point also is that make sure you are direct and firm. You want to have a conversation with someone. Please, this is not a time for you to be beating around the bush. This is not a time for you to be bringing in stories that are outmoded. There is a reason why you called for the meeting. So go straight and firm to the point. This is why I called for the meeting. One thing about trying to, beat around the bush is that you leave the person wondering, what is this lady, what is this person coming to talk about? Then the person even starts having ideas before you even start talking. That is why it's good that you just go straight to the point and start it on that note. So the fourth point is that stay on the point. There is a reason why you are having the conversation you are having. There is a discussion on the table. One mistake we always make is that we start the conversation, we don't see through it for it to end. We start a conversation and then some way, somehow, so many other things creep in, and then we even forget the main reason why we are having that discussion. So at the end of the day, we have not even solved anything because we've diverted everything to different topics. But if you want to be able to tackle a problem to the end, then you should be able to stay right on that point. No matter how you deviate in one way or the other, come back to the main point for which you're having the discussion. It's possible that you could be talking and be giving examples that, okay, the last time you did this, the last time you did that, but that shouldn't take the whole focus of the conversation. Then the fifth one, bring them in. It is not like you are calling for a meeting to give a presentation. You are not there to just rattle your own words and then say, okay, that is the end. No. You are there to hear from them also. What do they have to say? Okay, what you have discussed, what do they think about it? So bring them in. Let them be able to tell you, explain their own side of the story. Tell you that, okay, this and this and this, what do you think we should do about it? Let them bring their suggestions on board. But as I said earlier, if you are going to be judgmental, then it means that you're not going to allow them to also talk. And once you do not allow them to talk, please, there is no way we will be able to have any good conversation and end it well. And above all, there is something good about your partner. Always let them know that besides whatever you are saying, there are so many things about them that you still admire. Point one or two things about them that you admire, so that they will know that, okay, they are not entirely bad. Because once you make somebody feel like they are that bad, they end up, they don't even want to impress you anymore, because they feel like no matter what they do, there is no way that they can impress you. So always learn to compliment them, tell them, even thank them for having time to sit down and have this conversation with you. Tell them that is even one of the reasons why you are even in love with them, because they always make time for discussions like that. So as I said today, our conversation is about me and you in the studio today. So we just looked at some few points or some few things and tackling sensitive issues in a relationship. And then we said sensitive issues in a relationship Could be infidelity, could be loss of emotions or loss of affection. It could be violation of individual space. All these things could be issues that could be bothering your partner, for which they want to come out and tell you. And please, if somebody is able to come out to tell you that this is the problem I have with you, please see it as an opportunity to grow, an opportunity to change something, an opportunity to become better. Don't always rubbish what people have to tell you. Don't always say that, okay, it is you that always, when I do this, you don't. It's not good. Once you do that, the person will not be able to feel free anytime to tell you anything about how they feel. So the show, once again, is the Joycelyn Talk Show. So we talked about learning how to handle situations. The first one is prepare ahead of time. Make sure you inform your partner. Make sure you don't have a preconceived mind. You have an open mind. Make sure that you are straightforward to the point. You are firm about what you want to talk about. Make sure that you compliment your partner. Also, all this gradually will be able to help you solve the problem that you are finding difficult. Don't forget, the most important tool in building a relationship is communication. Once you do not communicate, once you cannot sit together and talk about anything, then please, you are already going the wrong way. So communication is a tool. And once again, thank you to my sponsors for the show. I'm so glad that you came on board. To my sponsor, Fruity Yogurt. Fruity Yogurt is located here in Ho, but she does delivery all over. Just give her a call and then she'll be able to deliver. This is a probiotic yogurt, and this yogurt is always freshly made. You can call her on 054 1729 806. 054-1729-806. Also to my sponsor, Virgin. Virgin is a feminine wash. Ladies, trust me, Virgin is a one-stop when it comes to candidiasis, when it comes to any infection in the vagina, and it does a lot more of things. So Virgin also is on board. Thank you, Virgin. Of ours is the Mandy Palace popcorn. Trust me, this popcorn is located at Nogora Junction. That's on the whole Technical University campus. This popcorn, if you take this popcorn, my God, you will never take any popcorn again and you'll be so amazed. And also to my pastries. Oh, I took some nice spring rolls today, all thanks to Madeline Pastries. She does pastries of all kinds. She's into cakes, into biscuits, into anything pastry that you can talk about for events, for small occasions, etc. So till next week, it's me and you. Bye-bye.